Greetings, Local 2627 sisters and brothers. Today is Monday, September 24th, and let me tell you a couple of things that's going on. Contract. Today we sat down at a session of contract negotiations with the city. No progress at all. The city is still wants us to go by the same contract that the state went. And one of the things that we should remember too, that in the state contract, the state employees get steps. In other words, every year they get automatic pay increases, where we don't in the city contract. But anyway, they're talking about a 5-year contract with 3 zeros in the beginning and 2 twos for the last 2 years of the contract, and give back some days, about 9 days furlough, that type of crap. Anyway, we're not listening to that. So we just have to wait for them to sit down again. I don't think the city was serious. I think they just want to show that they were willing to bargain in good faith to try to accuse us of not bargaining in good faith. Flex time. If you have flex time, let me remind people, if you have flex time is something that comes from your agency. It's not something that's controlled by the union. It comes from your agency. Your agency chooses whether they're going to have flex time or not. So it's not something that's in a contract anyplace. And remember also, if you have flex time, if you're whatever your band is, if you're second past the band, then you're late. For example, if your work hours are 9 to 5, but you have flex of an hour, which means you can come anytime up to 10 o'clock. 1 second after 10, you're declared late, because that's the reason why they gave you flex time, so you could be an hour late if you had to. So keep that in mind. Same thing applies to compressed time. Compressed time is something that comes from your agency if they choose to go into compressed time. The only thing about this is that there are certain rules within compressed time that the union is involved in, like getting paid on holidays and things like that. But otherwise, this is something that comes from your agency. It's the agency's call. Another thing that I want to talk about, the agency does have the right to have cameras in the work site, even if they're looking at you. Unfortunately, there was a ruling. There was a court ruling on this. They do have the right because it's their property. The property of your work site and the property of the cameras belong to the agency. The agency does have the right to use cameras. If there's any more details on this, I will look into it and I will make sure that you're all aware of it. But I know it's an imposition. I know it's evasion of privacy. But you know what? You're at work, and the courts have held the right of them to monitor the work areas. The Local 2627 Black History Celebration is going to be on February the 15th, 2013, I'm sorry. And it would be downstairs in room 1, 2, 3, and 4. And, we've always had a wonderful turnout. It's been always a great show. We don't know what Brother Childs is going to do yet, but there's going to be a live performance. And come out, enjoy yourself. What else? We still are asking for people to go to Russo's on the Bay for the Italian Heritage, for DC37 Italian Heritage celebration. Let us know. Give us a call. The tickets cost $90, and except if you're a member, we pay half the price. So it only costs you $45, but you'd have to pay the full price for your guest. Good and welfare this week. Unfortunately, from HRA, Paul Vachano lost his father, and we're sorry to hear that. And our love and our sympathy, as always, goes out to our members when we have these type of things happen in their families. And so next week, this is Robert Ajay in solidarity. And remember to vote. Please remember to vote in November. Your lives depend on you voting and doing the right thing.